The Atharvaveda, hymn 12, 5, 73 verses. Created by toil and holy fervor, found by devotion, resting in right, invested with truth, surrounded with honor, compassed about with glory, girt round with inherent power, fortified with faith, protected by consecration, installed at sacrifice, the world her resting place. Brahma, her guide, the Brahman, her lord and ruler, of the Kshatriya, who taketh to himself this Brahman's cow, and oppresseth the Brahman. The glory, the heroism, and the favoring fortune depart, the energy and vigor, the power and might, the speech and the mental strength, the glory and duty, devotion and princely sway, kingship and people, brilliance and honor, and splendor and wealth, long life and goodly form, and name and fame, inbreathing and expiration, and sight, and hearing, milk and flavor, and food and nourishment, and right and truth, and action and fulfillment, and children and cattle, all these blessings of a kshatriya depart from him when he oppresseth the Brahman, and taketh to himself the Brahman's cow. Terrible is she, this Brahman's cow, and fearfully venomous, visibly witchcraft. In her are all horrors and death. In her are all dreadful deeds, all slaughters of mankind. This, the Brahman's cow, being appropriated, holdeth bound in the fetter of death the oppressor of the Brahman, the blasphemer of the gods. 100 killing bolt is she. She slays the Brahman's injurer. Therefore, the Brahman's cow is held inviolate by the wise. Running, she is a thunderbolt. When driven away, she is Vespanara, an arrow when she draweth up her hooves, and Mahadeva when she looketh around, sharp as a razor when she beholdeth. She thundereth when she belloweth. Death is she when she loweth, and a fierce god when she whisketh her tail. Utter destruction when she moveth her ears this way and that. Consumption when she droppeth water. A missile when milking. Pain in the head when milked. The taking away of strength when she approacheth. A hand-to-hand fighter when roughly touched. Wounding like an arrow when she is fastened by her mouth. Contention when she is beaten. Fearfully venomous when falling. Darkness when she hath fallen down. Following him, the Brahman's cow extinguisheth the vital breath of the injurer of the Brahman. Hostility when being cut to pieces. Woe to children when the portions are distributed. A destructive missile of gods when she is being seized. Misfortune when carried away. Misery while being additionally acquired. Contumely and abuse while being put in the stall. Poison when in agitation. Fever when seasoned with condiments. Sin while she is cooking. Evil dream when she is cooked. Uprooting when she is being turned round. Destruction when she hath been turned round. Discord by her smell. Grief when she is being eviscerated. Serpent with poison in its fang when drawn. Loss of power while sacrificially presented. Humiliation when she hath been offered. Wrathful, sarva, while being carved. Samhita, when cut up. Poverty, while she is being eaten. Destruction, when eaten. The Brahman's cow, when eaten, cuts off the injurer of Brahmins, both from this world and from the world yonder. Her slaughter is the sin of witchcraft. Her cutting up is a thunderbolt. Her undigested grass is a secret spell. Homelessness is she, when denied her rights. Having become flesh-eating Agna, the Brahman's cow, entereth into and devoureth the oppressor of Brahmins. She sunders all his members, joints, and roots. She cuts off relationship on the father's side and destroys maternal kinship. The Brahman's cow, not restored by a kshatriya, ruins the marriages and all the kinsmen of the Brahman's oppressor. She makes him houseless, homeless, childless. He is extinguished without posterity to succeed him. So shall it be with the kshatriya who takes to himself the cow of the Brahman, who hath this knowledge. Quickly, when he is smitten down by death, the clamorous vultures cry. Quickly around his funeral fire dance women with dishevelled locks, striking the hand upon the breast and uttering their evil shriek. Quickly the wolves are howling in the habitation where he lived. Quickly they ask about him. What is this? What thing hath happened here? Rend to pieces. Rend away, destroy him utterly. Destroy Angrasi, the wretch who robs and wrongs the Brahmins. Born of evil womb, thou witchcraft hid, for Vaisvadevi is thy name. Consuming, burning all things up, the thunderbolt of spell and charm, go thou becoming Mrityu, sharp as razor's edge. Pursue thy course. Thou bearest off the tyrant's strength, their store of merit, and their prayers. Bearing off wrong, thou givest in that world to him who hath been wronged. O cow, become a tracker through the curse the Brahman hath pronounced. Become a bolt, an arrow through his sin. Be terribly venomous. O cow, break thou the head of him who wrongs the Brahmins. Criminal, niggard, stingy, blasphemer of the gods, let Agna burn the spiteful wretch when crushed to death and slain by thee. Rend to bits, rend through and through, scorch and consume and burn to dust. Consume thou even from the root the Brahman's tyrant, godlike cow, that he may go from Yama's home far into the worlds of sin. It's so, goddess cow, do thou from him, the Brahman's tyrant, criminal, niggard, blasphemer of the gods, with 100-knotted thunderbolt, sharpened and edged with razor blades, strike off the shoulders and the head. Snatch thou the hair from off his head, and from his body strip the skin. Tear out his sinews, cause his flesh to fall in pieces from his frame. Crush thou his bones together, strike and beat the marrow out of him. Dislocate all his limbs and joints. From earth let the carnivorous Agni drive him. Let Vayu burn him. From mid-air's broad region. From heaven let Surya drive him and consume him. Now, even before we heard that this is a curse rather than just things that were just the natural consequences, we know that this can be used as a curse. But we also get the idea that everything circumstance-wise or type-wise, it can be mythologized. put into symbology. And certain things happen to the point where, okay, maybe the material results don't happen quite like that, but what could happen is certain things aren't deserved. They're not as fulfilling as they otherwise would be.